So welcome to this e-classes. This is KK Chapier, lecturer in CSE. So today we will discuss token in C programming language. Right. So what is a tokens? So token is the smallest individual units in a C programming language. Right. So C and C++, the smallest individual units in these programs are known as tokens. So C program has 6 type of tokens, and these are the first one is the characters, then the keywords, identifiers, constants, operators, and string. Right, like in any language, when you learn, let us take example, suppose English language. So when we learn English language, so before learning English language, what we have to learn? We learn the smallest individual units of a English language. So what is the smallest individual units? Suppose in English language, the smallest individual units, if we consider the English language, the smallest individual units means alphabets of that language, English language. That means alphabets means like ABCD, A to Z, and a small alphabet, that is small letters A, B, C up to Z. So these are the smallest individual units of a English language. So in a C language, like in a C language, so C language, the smallest individual units of a C language are so these 6 things, that is characters, keywords, identifier, constant, operators, and string. So we will discuss the smallest individual units of C language one by one in this sessions, and today we will discuss at least 2-3. So first one, let us the first one is characters or character set. So what is a character set? So character in C language can be grouped into the following categories. So what are the coming under, what are the characters coming in C language? So like in English language, so first one is letters. So letters, or we can say that alphabets, like in English language. So C is also high level language. So these high level languages are almost similar to like English language. They are looking like English language. So alphabets or letters. So these are nothing but a English language alphabets. That means capital A to Z, like A B C D E F G H I J K up to Z, and small a to Z. Right. So these are the letters, and these letters are individual letters. These are also known as characters in C language. So whatever the letters, so all are one individual characters in C language, right? Whatever, small a, b, small c, d, like that. Then next type of characters are coming, that is digits. So digits, or we can say that numbers. So these are the numbers that is from 0 to 9. So digit means 0 to 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. Then the third category of characters coming in C language, that is special characters. Special characters or special symbols. So what are these? So these are nothing but a comma, dot, colon, semicolon, question mark, this is quotation mark, double quotes, exclamation marks, vertical bar, backslash, this is forward slash, this is tilde symbol, this is pronounced as a TILD, tilde symbol, and you can study about this in a C++. This is underscore, @ hash, dollar, this is percentile or we can use in a C language as a character modulus symbol, like modulus or percentile. This is caret, and this is ampersand address symbol. Will use in the C language. This is star or multiplication operators. This is minus, plus, and this is curly braces, opening braces, closing braces, square bracket, angular bracket. This is parenthesis. So these are the special characters. So all these characters, whether letters or digits or special characters, and you can see this type of characters in a keyboards, and the keyboard is keyboard is assumed as the standard input device of a computers, right? So all the characters are represented in a different keys in a keyboards. And the next category of characters which are recognized by C language, that is white space. White space, or we can say that this is blank space. So single character space, blank space, or horizontal tab, or in a program this can be achieved through /t, \t, new lines, this \n, form feed, carriage return. So these are some characters which are recognized in C language. So total 4 category of characters are recognized by C language. So these are letters or alphabets, then second one is digits, and third category is special symbols or characters, and the fourth category is white space, right? So next type of tokens is the keywords. So what is a keyword? So keywords are the reserved words in C language. So these are reserved words. These are reserved words means these are reserved for specific purpose. They have specific meaning in C language. They have a fixed meaning. These words are predefined and always written in lowercase or small letters, right? So these reserved words, or what we call the keywords, they are always written in lowercase letter, and they are reserved for C language. They have a specific meaning. They are defined by the compilers. So we cannot use this type of reserved word for any other purpose. Like in the future we will study like identifier. So we cannot use these reserved words or keywords as identifier for any other purpose. So they have fixed meaning, and we will use this type of keywords for that particular purpose only, for particular functions. So there are ANSI C standard ANSI. So these are the 32 keywords. These are the 32 keywords, and these are provided by the ANSI. These are provided by the ANSI standard. So we have already studied different standard of the standardization of C language. So these 32 keywords, these are provided by ANSI standards, and another, this is 12 keywords. So another 12 new keywords, these are added through the standardization C11 standardizations. These are added on C11 standardization. So now total, so how many? Total 44 keywords are there in a C programs, right? So we will use these 32 keywords, and these are this can be studied by advanced or higher classes. For diploma levels, you can remember also these 32 keywords we will use in some places in our programs. तो ये 32 keywords या कुछ रिजर्व वर्ड्स जो है उसके बारे में सबको थोड़ा थोड़ा याद रखना है. एटलीस्ट वी हैव टू रीड सो दैट हम लोग इसको प्रोग्रामिंग में यूज कर सकते हैं. सो सबका अलग अलग मीनिंग है, एंड दे हैव ए स्पेसिफिक मीनिंग. एंड कुछ लेटर्स, some keywords I have highlighted in bold letter, right? So these are some keywords like int, char, float, double, void, or so these are these 5 keywords what I have mentioned. This is the also known as data types, the basic data types we will discuss later. So keywords is one type of tokens and we have to know. So when we're learning about the C language, so keyword also very important, so we have to at least know about it. Like next one is the identifier. So identifier is nothing but it is a user defined words. This is a user defined words used to name the variables, functions, arrays, structure, etc. So this what is user defined? This is not like the standard keywords what we in the previous slide what we have studied the keyword. So keyword has a fixed meaning, but the identifier, these are the user defined words. We can give the name where the naming the variables, arrays, functions. So what the word we will name it. So these are called as identifiers. Suppose while declaring a variable, just one example, int a. So I am declaring a variable of integer types. So this is a variable or variable name. So it is a data type, this is a variable name. So this can be also called as an identifier. So it is a user defined word, like this can be called an identifier. I can give another type of name, int number. So here number is a variables. So this is a variable, or we will call this number also a identifier. So identifier is nothing, these are the user defined words. So user can give any type of name while naming the variables, arrays, function and structures. like जिस टाइम में कोई वेरिएबल्स या एरे फंक्शन या स्ट्रक्चर का, ये सब हम लोग पढ़ेंगे अगले कुछ थोड़ी सी के बारे में आगे के जितना जानकारी होगी इसके बारे में हम चर्चा करेंगे. सो जब भी हम वेरिएबल्स, एरे या फंक्शन या स्ट्रक्चर को नेमिंग करेंगे, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड आइडेंटिफायर. जैसे भी दैट इज डिपेंड्स ऑन द यूजर. So that's why it is called user defined words. But there is some rules for naming the identifier. So we have to follow some rules while naming the identifiers. So what are these rules? So first one, so identifier name should only consist of alphabets. Alphabet means both the uppercase or lowercase, uppercase and lowercase. Then next one is digits and underscores. So while naming this identifier, we can use the alphabets. You can use the small letters or small alphabet, or capital letters, capital alphabet. We can add digits and underscore. This is the only special symbol used for naming the identifiers. So alphabet, digits and underscores. So combinedly we will use this. You can use just alphabet, we can use using the underscore also, but combinedly we can use, but we cannot. So these are some, we cannot use just digits, and we cannot use also a underscore. So name should only consist of alphabets, digits and underscores. Then the first character of a name should be alphabet or underscores. So while naming the identifier, the first character of a name should be either alphabet or underscore. That means we cannot use digits as the first character of an identifier, like 1, 2, A, B. C. So this type of identifier we cannot give. This is wrong. But we can give ABC 1 2 3. This can be identifier. A1 B1. This can be identifier. Or underscore A. This can be identifier. Underscore 1 2. This can also be identifier. This is the sum rule we have to follow while giving identifiers. Third one is name should not be a keyword. So keyword already we have studied what are the defined keywords. So 32 plus 12 44 keywords. So we cannot give the identifier name like keywords. So it will, because keyword has some specific meaning, some specific function in C language. So we cannot use the keyword as identifier. Then the fourth one, they are case sensitive. That means uppercase and lowercase are considered differently. So what are the identifiers, or the what we can say, the variable name, arrays name, function name. So identifier name, these are case sensitive. Suppose capital A and small a. So in a same program I can declare, suppose this is one variable int capital A, I can declare int small a. So these both are different. So in a C program, see, these identifiers are case sensitive. C language itself is a case sensitive, so they are case sensitive. So this identifier is also case sensitive. So that means uppercase and lowercase are considered differently. For example, there is a small CODE. This is the C is first, C is the capital, so CODE code, and this entire CODE code are capital letters. So all these three are different. So these are different from each other, and that is the meaning, that is a case sensitive, right? So fifth one, identifiers are generally given in some meaningful name, such as value, net salary, age, data, etc. So identifier, when giving the name of the identifier, we can give the meaningful name so that it will be understood by some other purpose or other program or other users. So we should give them a meaningful name so that it can be understood by some other persons. An ANSI standard compiler recognizes 31 characters. So previously the ANSI standard compiler, it can recognize the maximum length of the identifier. This is, we can say that the maximum length of the identifier. That is 31 characters. It is given by the ANSI standard C compilers. The latest C compiler, we can do the C18 standard. The C18 standard does not give any limits. The latest standard is our C18. So C18 standard compiler does not give any limits. We can use as much as the length that can be possible. But as per the ANSI standard, it recognizes up to 31 characters. That is the maximum length of an identifier. So you know what is identifier. So identifier is nothing but a name given to the variable, functions, arrays, structures, and while naming the identifier we should follow these rules. Just remember these 5 rules. Okay, so this is the identifier. So next, okay, so today this much. So you have already known today the 3 types of tokens in the C language. One is the character sets, and second one is keyword, and third one is identifier. So okay, today this much. Okay, thank you.